what we're about to see.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Now in the ring, the finals for the under middleweight bracket. This is presented to you by Spar Star Promotions and also the Grappling Hour. Introducing to you first, from Tillis BJJ, Andrew Gonzalez. His opponent across the ring in the red corner from Lucas Liet BJJ, once again, Rich Valdez. All right, fight fans, here we go.
All right, this is your final on the other side of the four-man bracket. This is so exciting to see. Rich, Andy getting their last set of instructions. We'll see who takes it. Andy looked for a takedown. Didn't quite get it in the same way he was looking for it earlier, where he was able to get it without any problems. Now, you know, Rich was talking about wanting to wrestle with somebody, and he has a game opponent. One of the things that Andy has for days is energy. He is incredibly young, goes and goes and goes. But Rich, between the training he does with high caliber athletes, whether it's the Hustle or Lucas Leitch, or even working at a UFC gym where he helps out with a lot of jiu-jitsu or the wrestling classes that he helps run, he is a very, very good gas-tanked grappler. Andy kind of signaling he wants to go in for another takedown. But Rich this time almost gets the shot, but then releases it. I mean, he was able to get in underneath. Now Andy, they're trading off shots back and forth. Oh, these are heavy clubs that are happening now between the two. They're literally just swatting at each other like angry bears. The food getting taken from their tribe. They're saying, no, 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 tonight I want to win this cash prize. I'm saying about you now going straight head to head. Rich gets a underhook here. Andy fights for his own. It's beautiful back and forth, aggressive style. I like this underhook here by Rich. Andy reads it. Rich was just a little late on that, but Andy didn't fully connect on that either. Oh, again, look at this.
He's committed to it.
He's not only committing to it, but notice how quickly he gets back up. A lot of people, you do a shot like that, you don't get all the way back up. And Rich now knows with just 2 minutes into this little bit of a war that could be here, he didn't want to waste the energy. Pulls guard, now looking for kind of like a no-arm triangle. Doesn't quite have anything that's going to make Andy upset, but in anything, almost gave Andy an opportunity to pass. Rich back into a guard. Andy, I think, now has a good opportunity to pass. He's putting a lot of pressure on Rich in this position. Good underhook here. We'll see how Rich, yes, does an excellent job, gets back to a guard, still open. Rich looked for that underhook before. It's served him well in attacking the legs for some of his opponents in the past. But Andy very wise to it. Again, checkmate versus checkmate crime happening right in front of your eyes. Right here now. Rich does a very nice guard reestablishment here. He's looking to try and get some kind of grips, but it is difficult when people are going without the rash guard. Without the rash guard, it does change the dynamics of slipperiness or grips. And even when you pull down on the neck or the body, you don't always have an attachment to it. Now Andy trying to just whip out the leg. Beautiful pass attempt here. He's chaining it together, but Rich right on top of it now ends up in half guard. Rich has to be very cautious here because Andy has a big passing opportunity. With an underhook here, I mean, Andy can just basically staple himself. It's just a matter of if Rich is able to sustain it and go back to half guard. Now about halfway through the match and regulation, the one thing you want to keep in mind is you don't want to go to overtime here.
And I love how Andy just continues to apply that top pressure. No matter where it is that he's at, if he gets in half guard, he's attacking the top part of your body and trying to get that knee out to get right into mount. And
now, I like this from Rich. This is a knee bar that could work, but Rich didn't quite get it. I really like that attempt because it did reverse the fortune. Nice exchange back and forth by those two boys. Really like that. You know, we asked for really good athletes to put on a show for us here today, and I feel like everybody has delivered.
Raf, you did a great job putting this together.
Thank you, man. No. They've done a great job putting on the matches. You just get the sense. If you give athletes, specifically grapplers, an opportunity to make exciting matches, they will put on for it. Nice trip here, but also Rich was trying to time that into some kind of attack from a guard pull. It's a nice grip here. Once again, Andy not fully getting it done on Rich. This is a nice back and forth between these two gentlemen. There's 2 minutes left to work here. Rich trying to look for that arm, but notice how good Andy is on staying on top and just making the compressed pressure on Rich.
I'm kind of hoping Andy adjusts here because he does attack up top heavy, but it's not really working out for him. With 1 minute and a half left, I'm hoping that he's attacking more wrists now, because now maybe he can move in a different direction.
Well, what's been really good is Rich has read him every single way. It's tough. Sometimes opponents know what you're doing. I like this. Notice how his foot wedges, where he's trying to bring that up, but watch Rich go into some knee shields, and those are big opportunities to load your opponent on you and use them as sweeping opportunities. But again, Andy slipped right through right now with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. This is big passive guard. Andy's looking to target that arm, and right now, Rich really needs to respond here because it's now going to be surviving for just 1 minute with somebody with excellent top pressure.
And overtime looming.
Absolutely, and you know, all submissions are legal, and right now Rich is having to carry every bit of Andy's weight.
Do you think maybe right now he's focusing on tiring him out and
well, Rich definitely had a good attempt here to take the back. The problem is from there, I mean, Andy was thinking about going for another toe hold there. Didn't quite get it. But what it might do is it might subdue him to having to go to that overtime. Nice sweep here by Rich. Good opportunity, Rich. Maybe thinking about going again for that leg. No, now they just trade off sweeps back and forth. I mean, this is just what happens when you and a guy that you've been training with or rolling with have been going at it for a long period of time. It just gets slippery. It's hard to go ahead and finish a match. And I think they're going to reset them here in this position, but you're pretty much looking at some overtime once they get them back to the center of the ring. So we're not going to be too surprised here, but this is really going to come down to a dramatic conclusion between both of these gents. So we'll see how it ends. We want to thank you for supporting SSP BJJ. It has been a pleasure having you guys here, and it does look like we end without a submission within regulation, which means we now will head into EBI overtime shortly. But Rich is trying to give one last big attempt here, looking for that half guard. I think Andy was shaking him off and saying, nah, it's not going to happen. So now the real key is we're going to find out for EBI overtime who gets to go first. Looks like both these boys are going to get a second to figure out who is going to go. And yeah, I think Andy's opting to take defense first. Nope, he's switching. He wants to go offense first. So remember, in EBI overtime, you either start spiderweb or back control. Andy is opting for the back control. Now, a big key here is you want to see if you can get to a body triangle. If you get to a body triangle, it's looking pretty good for you. We'll see if Andy is able to either get the body triangle or submission or transition to another position. But the minute he loses position, the match is effectively over. And Rich is already out.
Nice.
Wow. That's big. Good Lord. I mean, that short of an escape time might have sealed the deal for Rich.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy's slippery right now, but I think with that quick of an escape, Andy almost has to just pop out and a magic genie has to happen. We'll see. Stranger things have happened here. We go in 3, 2, 1. Oh, and Rich already has it clamped. That's going to be long enough, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And coming down to a tiebreaker, that's why you really want to get it done in regulation. Rich Valdez is your winner, and I'm going to go talk to him right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner in overtime, he was the fastest from Lucas Liet BJJ. Give it up for Rich Valdez!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Rich Valdez. Rich, you wanted this spot so badly. You worked your ass off selling tickets. You worked your ass off preparing for it. What does it feel like to actually come here and win this tournament tonight?
Man, it feels great. I've been chasing a money tournament for a while now, and I haven't been doing good, okay? But today, it all changes. From here on out, nothing but dubs.
Only takes one, sir. It only takes one. When did you know you had that locked? Because that regulation was tense. It was back and forth. He was putting a lot of pressure on you, but you did stay calm, and you were able to throw in a few attempts of your own. How were you able to stay that calm throughout regulation?
Well, I've been practicing my bottom game a lot lately. I'm a wrestler, so top game's easy, but bottom game's hard. So I've been working that a lot more. Obviously, you can see I'm putting in more subs into my game. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting better.
Well, let's ask this. What would you like to see happen next? If we were to do another one of these, would you be back here and come in and do an even better performance than this one, sir?
Well, let me ask everybody else. Hey, everybody, you guys want to see me back here next time? Yeah, I think I'll be back.
I love that. Let's do some shout outs. Who makes you the grappler that you are, and who helped you with this win here tonight, sir?
First and foremost is Coach Lucas Lech. He's the milkman who teaches us everything we need to know. Secondly, it's going to be VOB Project. They're the ones that helped me get you guys those tickets for free. And then we got Aste Republic and Buddies and Pace Combat. We got to push the pace. Got to push that pace.
It's a little too low. We don't need that. Rich, I want to say this, man. You have been a hard worker. Anybody who follows your journey knows how hard you work here, and it really did pay off tonight, and we're very honored to have you in our ring. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Rich Valdez!